Hello dear World of Warcraft friends, welcome back to a new video on my channel. Today it's about the Brood of Vyranoth, honestly a very cool mount that you can now get through the Turbulent Timeways. Even though I already mentioned it twice, I still received a lot of questions about how exactly this buff works. Do I have to play it on one character? Can I also do it on alts? How can I do it as quickly as possible? And so on. And here as well, I read what you write and I try to create content that reaches everyone in some way. If you already know all of this and so on, then this video might not be for you, but there were a lot of questions about it, so I think it's important to go over it again. There were also a lot of questions about where the Timewalking vendor is now, since there are new mounts as well. We'll take a look at that again in this video too. So everything you need to know about it. With that in mind, if you want to support me, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and I'd say let's get started. Basically, you can also get the Brood of Vyranoth by completing the achievement Master of the Turbulent Timeways. Let's just take a quick look at that now. And there we see that during the Turbulent Timeways event, you need to be Master of the Timeways for 4 weeks. And it's about this buff here, Master of the Timeways, so it's pretty obvious at this point, I'd say. How do you get this buff? With the completion of each Timewalking dungeon, you get a stack of it. It starts with 5% more XP. With the second dungeon, it's 10%, with the third, 15%, and after completing the fourth dungeon, it gets upgraded to Master of the Timeways. So that means you have to run 4 Timewalking dungeons, and as you can see here on the Shaman, I've done that, and with that, we've now checked off 1 out of 4 in this achievement. A question that, as I said, came up very often was, can I also do this on alts? There was once an event in the War Within that was bugged. Back then, you could level up, I don't know, 4 alts in a week, and then you got the achievement. But it's actually designed so that, as it says in the achievement description, you have to do it for 4 weeks, not 4 times in 1 week. That means you have to maintain this buff for 4 weeks. But that doesn't mean, so it's not enough to just log in with the buff on the character in the second week and then it counts. But you also don't have to run 4 dungeons again every single time. What I would recommend here is maybe pick a character, if you want to get through it quickly, that you definitely won't play much. I don't know, I'll take Warlock. I'll build up 4 stacks there, and then that's it. Or now here, the Shaman. Achievement for week 1 is done. In week 2, I log back into the character where the buff is still active and just run a new Timewalking dungeon, not 4. This way, if the buff is still active, as I said, it gets refreshed and it counts as 2 out of 4 for the achievement. That means you have to run 4 dungeons on one character to get this buff. After that, don't let it expire and increase it back to its full 3 hours in the following weeks, and then you're good to go for this achievement. But of course, if you prefer, and you say, hey, I play these characters a lot, like with the Shaman now, I won't be able to keep it up. We just get the achievement or the buff once, and next week I'll do it on another character. That's possible too. So that means you can easily do the whole thing with alts as well. Yeah, so you don't have to play the same character every week. You can do it on 4 different characters. It still counts towards the achievement. Just like I said, it doesn't count if you get it on 4 characters in 1 week. That won't be credited to you. Otherwise, as you can see here, we're already at the vendor who's a bit, tucked away. He's standing here on the right at about coordinates 8147. He's marked with this blue symbol. I just read that some people didn't see him right away or had trouble finding him. Now you know that's where the dude is standing, and here he has some new rewards available. If you complete the first Timewalking dungeon once per week, you'll get this quest that I just finished. That way you get 500 of these badges guaranteed every week. So that's already really nice. And after that, on alts, if you do this quest a second time, the amount of badges you get is, as far as I know, significantly reduced. After that, the only thing that really helps is if you just keep running Timewalking dungeons. And then you get 10 per boss. It's not a huge amount, but you really can't farm them much more efficiently. Now, in the first week, you have the opportunity to buy all the items from the vendor. In the second week of Turbulent Timeways, a different event is happening. You can see that here as well. Timewalking Dungeons, which one is it? It should be Classic. No, Battle for Azeroth. That means this vendor is, of course, no longer here because there is no active Dragonflight Timewalking event. So if you want the items from him, buy them now or at the beginning of August. We'll have Dragonflight Timewalking again from the 5th to the 12th. And then this vendor won't be around for almost half a year. I checked the calendar. The next Dragonflight Timewalking won't be until January 20th, 2027. So that means if you're interested in, I don't know, the snail here, the dog, get them now or at the beginning of August. Otherwise, you'll have to wait 5 months for it. We haven't looked at the other items yet. We'll do that quickly now. Here you can see all the weapons. You can also get weapon keys here. These are like keys. Here again as well. Then there's a sword you can get. I think that thing is really, really awesome. The Druids of the Flame ensemble with these really awesome shoulders. So this set is just amazing. We're gonna get that first. I think it's really nice. There's also a kind of, a bit of a Deathwing set here, but it's only made up of the head and shoulders. Honestly, I don't think that's so cool. Then there's a Dream Robe of Winter here, the Immaculate Robes of the Draconic Scholar. And then here, yes, there are more small transmog pieces scattered around. For example, some back pieces. There's a new toy. There's a little pet, this one here. Items for Dragonflight. Dragon riding mounts. And as you can see here, the old mounts from the Turbulent Timeways are also available. So if you didn't get them, you can still get them afterwards. And yeah, that's all there is to it. I hope I was able to explain it to you in a reasonably clear and understandable way. There are actually some really nice mounts included, and above all, a very, very beautiful transmog. So I really, really like this piece. I think I'll equip it on my druid first. Yeah, hurry up. Only 4 parts again. That's a bit annoying. But oh well, we'll manage to build something nice with it. Hurry up, otherwise it'll just take a bit longer until you can get the stuff. With that in mind, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Have a wonderful time. Take care of yourselves. And yeah, take care.